Here. Today we're going to break down the pug killer, my boy Typhon, Mike Typhon. This is the second boss in the Hive of Gorgons raid. While mainly being a DPS check, Typhon also has some mechanics that you need to follow to be successful. The first thing you should know as a DPS role is backstabbing gives you the most DPS due to it being a critical hit every time. It allows you to also not get hit by some of Typhon's attacks. Regardless of the tank, Typhon can also have some really wild movements, so don't just go AFK brain and get killed. Now onto the mechanics. This one really is the pug killer. What I'm going to be talking about is what we call reds. It's where red circles will pop up underneath players, and when these red circles happen, vines will come up from the ground in that area and do a massive amount of damage. So if you're a DPS, what you want to do is you want to roll backwards to make sure you don't have the reds on you, and then run to the outskirts of the map to be able to drop that AoE just randomly. You don't have to dodge them. All you have to do is keep running in a straight line. Sometimes the game will lag a little bit and you'll get hit by it, but then you can just know from then on that you should dodge them. Second mechanic is the red on the ground. Now, the middle portion of the map is going to be completely unusable because of these vines. So if you try to roll across it or anything like that, you will die. Normally, a tank will bring Typhon to the left side, also known as waterfall side, which will then allow you to keep DPSing the boss. That is the main goal. Another mechanic you should know about is the maidens. Maidens are vines that are going to trap you in place and do damage over time. You can mainly avoid these by just not standing in front of or on the side of Typhon. He's going to make like an arm movement to show that he's throwing them into the arena. What you're going to do is roll behind him for the least chance possible of getting hit by him. A side note, when he swipes forward to throw the maidens, he also does a lot of damage with the swipe, and this can kill you, so be wary. Time to talk about the ad spawns. Typhon's going to spawn corvids, which are birds, wolves, and spiders. It's very important to try to bring all the ads together for maximum DPS so you can just nuke them. If you have aggro of the wolf or the wolves, depending on the phase, or the spiders, bring them to the bird. I can't stress this enough. If you don't kill the birds and wolves fast enough, Typhon's going to absorb them, which empowers them and also regenerates his health. I'm going to put up a list of phases and what order you should kill the ads in. Now that the ads are taken care of, we're going to be talking about something called eyes. A pair of eyes will pop up over one player's head. Now this one player must get behind a pillar, which then Typhon will jump towards and get stunned. This is a free DPS phase. So as long as that one person is behind a pillar, everyone else should be doing damage. Like, just keep doing damage. I've been in so many groups where everyone's so scared and they stop doing damage. Everyone tries to run near a pillar. It's only the person with the eyes, so everybody else should just keep pumping. Sometimes you can actually bypass the ad phases and not have to kill them if Typhon is low enough health to go on to the next phase. If you can DPS him down 30% health to bring him to 70% on the first phase, then he will phase into 2. On phase 2, if you can DPS him all the way down to 30% health, then you can go on to phase 3. Now that we know Typhon's phases, order in which to kill the mobs, reds, maidens, and the eyes, we can talk about some of his attacks. He has an attack where he'll go usually into the middle, and he'll jump up in the air and come slamming down, causing an AoE damage. The best way to avoid this is either to riposte if you're running the finisher when he jumps, or to dodge towards him. If you dodge outwards, you'll most likely still get hit and take damage from it. As melee, there's also an attack where he spins in a circle that will hit everyone around him. You can simply just walk away when he starts to do the animation, or you can riposte, or you can dodge this as well. The spin move usually moves towards the tank, so knowing the direction of it is pretty key. As a DPS, there's also another attack, but we don't really have to worry about it because it's mainly for the tank. You'll see I'm trying to pick our tank up right here, and he puts like a red rectangle on the ground to show the area of effect. You can dodge it or walk out of this as well. Either one works just fine. If you're ranged, please don't shoot the birds, as they're going to do a flying animation more often than not, and it's going to really annoy the DPS that are trying to kill them. If you have AoE damage abilities, however, it's okay to drop it on the clump because it kills the spiders really fast. Therefore, the healers and everyone doesn't have to worry about them jumping at them and killing them that way. However, you might pull aggro of the wolves if you're AoEing everything, and you need to bring them back to the clump. If you're a healer, you'll likely aggro the spiders as you're healing or running by them. So please just bring them to the DPS don't go running away, because if you run away, the odds are they're going to jump, they're going to kill you, and now we're out a healer. We don't have heals on the clump where we're trying to kill the mobs, and now everyone dies. So if you're a healer, please bring anything that you have aggro of to the clump of melee players. Now here at the end, we almost throw because we try to ego the boss and the ad phases, and then the reds pop up and absolutely screw us. So now we just have to try to DPS the boss best of our ability, not die. As you can see, everyone's going down. It's looking super chaotic at the end. So my best recommendation to you is don't ego mechanics or the ads. Just do the mechanics, do DPS, finish the fight, and you won't have any problems. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. I do this full time, so I'm on Twitch noon Eastern every day. If you have questions or you want to see us running the Gorgon raid, usually we run on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. We do community runs as well, so feel free to pop in. I appreciate you guys as always.